Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are on Fault Line. And you can probably guess what ship we're in. So yeah, we are on here and I have given a lot of people a lot of grief, and I catch a lot of grief in return for calling out teammates. Okay? I tend, and I'm not alone, there's a lot of people that do it, I'm not the only one, to point out when other people make mistakes. But I also point out when I make mistakes. And in this one, I figure we flip the script a little bit. How about we point out when people do stuff that is really good? Like, I wish people would do this kind of stuff more often. There's going to be a few moments. First of all, I want to put a focus on the two destroyers that are on this map, on my team. The Benson in front of me, and the other guy, which I can't remember right off the bat, but we'll show him at the end of the thing. We'll be able to call him out, hopefully. And, yeah, so I just want you guys to focus on what they do during this match. First of all, they're both charging ahead into the center of the map. Now, you guys might think, hey, this is kind of risky. Oh my god, why am I on high explosive? That's okay, Colorado. You live... What are you doing, New Orleans? Remember the whole calling out teammates for doing good things? What are you doing, New Orleans? It's alright. We'll slow down, let them pass, and try not to get them deleted, hopefully. We are just, you know, we don't want to ruin somebody else's game, even if they goofed up. Okay? It wasn't me. I didn't do anything wrong. Guy literally comes out of nowhere, runs into me while I'm sailing in a straight line forward. So, it is what it is. King George is coming towards us. We've got armor piercing finally loaded this time. But notice that both of our destroyers are engaging the enemy destroyer right now. That enemy destroyer is in a world of hurt. And I believe it's a Kagero. Now, we all know how much of a pain... Nope, it's a mouse. I apologize. But either way, getting a destroyer in this kind of a 2 versus 1 early in the match is amazing. It gives your team such an advantage, and down he goes. So we have 2 destroyers to their 1 this early in the match. That's impressive. I love that. Thank you, destroyers, for doing your job and finding other destroyers early so that we can help you, because you can see I was ready to shoot, but I realized that they had it under control. So I am going to try and do my best to pay them back. But this isn't everything, okay? These 2 destroyers are going to take it one step further than what they've already done. Like, they've already helped the team hugely. Now, some of you may have already just noticed that there was an airplane spotted between the 2 mountains on my right. I didn't notice this, okay? I didn't notice it because I'm tunnel visioning. And I'm not really tunnel visioning that hard, but I am trying to... I'm noticing there's a lot of incoming fire, which is what I'm supposed to do, which is take hits, be the guy that everybody shoots at, and that allows everybody else to do what they do without being shot. Now, I'm starting to push forward, and just in a moment, there you go, a Tirpitz pops up on the minimap to my right. Still have no idea. I am waiting for this York to completely screw himself, and in a moment, my teammate in one of the destroyers is going to point out, hey, watch your right side on the map. Now, he isn't communicating via map, or like, he's not communicating via mic or anything. Oh my god, York, you just got lucky to live. But he clicks on the guy and says, hey, attention here. Right there. Oh no, it was the cruiser behind me, so even more people on my team are being amazing. The cruiser behind me saying, hey, look out, there's a Tirpitz. And I immediately look over, it's a Tirpitz. He's got me in a compromising position. If I stay where I'm at, he can torpedo me as soon as he comes around that corner. So I start moving up, putting the landmass between me and him. But look at the 2 destroyers on the map. Just look. I wish I had a way to show you guys what I'm like, hands going everywhere. Like, these 2 destroyers are absolute OGs, okay? These guys are going to go back across the map to take on the Tirpitz, which is the threat to me and the cruiser behind me. I'm in a compromising position. I can't afford to try to devote any sort of thing to him, because then I have 2 cruisers and a battleship ready to annihilate me, plus the torpedoes from the Tirpitz. It's just not a good play for me to stay there. So what do? Do I sit here and wallow in my self-pity? No! I push forward like a good battleship should. I trust that these guys are paying attention and are going to be able to deal with that one battleship. The cruiser's probably in a bad way, but those 2 destroyers should easily be able to deal with that Tirpitz. And we know that they're competent players because they've done so much good up to this point. So having that trust in random players, by the way, like I don't know who they are. Oh my god, that dispersion looks disgusting! Pow! Oh, really? Really, that's the overpin? Really, we Citadel him with the first one, but, you know, can't kill him here. Gotta let him go. Let him try. Luckily, he's spamming armor piercing on me, which I understand nothing of that. Thanks, Algeria. Appreciate it. Normally, you guys spam nothing but high explosive, and that could have been bad. But I'll take your armor piercing. Anyway, let's see if you survive this dispersion. Wait for it. Really? But anyway, back to the teammates. They finish off the Tirpitz. And now, I have pushed back against these cruisers hard. They have 2 cruisers. Cruisers are Cruisers are a destroyer's worst nightmare. Especially cruisers that have good fire rates. Well, the York doesn't exactly have a good fire rate, but 210mm guns are big and with high explosive. Nasty. Goodbye, Algeria. Go back to Port Sunshine. Anyway, so we get the Algeria off. That's the rapid fire gone. We're pushing up on a Colorado who's running away from us. He saw us one time and he's like, nope. He hit me with high explosive. I gotta run away. So maybe he's seen the videos. I got lucky. It was high explosive. Look at these torpedoes right now. I thought that was from this York. Okay? So I'm going to be overconfident. I'm waiting. I get the good shot, and I kill him. However, he gets his torpedoes off. And we're in an Iowa, which has very bad torpedo reduction. And we're about to eat 3 torpedoes and lose half of our health. That's not preferable. But both cruisers are gone. I'm still alive. We have a decided team advantage against these guys right now. So I'm feeling pretty good, even though I just took a disgusting hit from close range that I shouldn't have taken. But I just wanted to show this match. Ooh, Colorado. Please do something stupid. Okay, well, never mind. We'll just go ahead and shoot at you because you're Colorado and I've got super heavy. Really? What is that dispersion? Over him, and then everything else falls short. Really? Alright, we still got decent damage. It wasn't a bad shot. We're going to go ahead and start battle tanking him now. And look at him immediately give him his broadside. Like, sir, I don't know what you think you're going to get away with here, but this isn't going to end well for you if you're giving a broadside of your Colorado to an Iowa from 10 kilometers. And I get the shot away and lose my front gun, but... Yep. That's one Citadel. He's lucky it wasn't more than that. I have how many times have I deleted Colorados who've gone broadside to me in my Iowa? You guys have seen the videos. It doesn't end well. Colorado is a fantastic ship, but if you give that broadside up, you are destined for a paddling. So he immediately starts bow tanking me. He's given too much of an angle, so I know that I can penetrate him here. This is pretty much just shooting fish in a barrel at this point. But then I'm waiting because he looks like he's going to give more. And he gets lucky. We only hit him with 1 shell out of the front gun. So we're going to give him the rear. Surely we'll hit him with more that time. Yeah, that was 3 hits. All 3 shells from that rear gun was disgusting. And he's lucky he didn't get citadeled, but we'll take it. And the front gun, again, just 1 shot, and it overpinned, so we must have hit it a little higher up. Well, we're not getting the most lucky shots in the world. And then he eats all of these torpedoes, and there are more torpedoes in the water. We get another shot in, another overpin, 2 ricochets, and down he goes. Thank you again, Jervis. Appreciate you. That'll be the Jervis and our Benson that I need to thank for this match, because they were fantastic, as well as the cruiser, who we will look at also. I didn't get a good look at him, but we'll just say, you know, the cruiser that was behind me. But I appreciate everybody. This isn't the highest damage game in the world, but I thought it was necessary to get a game out here and showcase that teamwork is fantastic in this game, and I don't know why more people don't do it. I know it's random. I know that you have no, like, real reason to protect your team. But you can have a fantastic game and protect your team by making smart plays. Like right now, we're sailing into the cap, or we are in the cap, technically. I don't want to cap the base. Why? Because there are other people on my team that might want to get more damage. So I am planning on sailing straight through. I'm in a battleship. It takes a moment. You can see the Jervis ahead of me is thinking the same thing. He has no intention of capping here. There are 2 ships left. One is a battleship who is extremely wounded, and one is a destroyer who we haven't seen in a while but was over by his battleship. And so you can see I was trying to figure out how to use the communication wheel. I am very bad at that. That's why I use a mic. I try to take a shot in the dark here, and it looks pretty good, but when you're shooting at somebody behind an island, it's almost impossible to hit them every time. I get quite a few hits over these kind of mountains, but when you have no idea of the orientation of the ship, he's kind of sailing towards us right now, so that makes him a pretty narrow shot to hit. And we just probably hit off to the side of him, thinking he was going one way or the other. But here I could have probably went in front of this island, but I was expecting these guys to live longer, and they just didn't. Iowa gets burned down by the cruiser, and the destroyer right there, spotting both of them, is going to be... Actually, no, Iowa goes down to the Benson. Nice job, Benson. Again, these destroyers have been fantastic, doing everything right. They have not once screwed up, I don't think. They worked together to take down the destroyer early. They fell back together to go after the Tirpitz to save the team there. And then they've fanned back out to search and destroy the last couple ships. Now, the kid, I'm thinking, all right, there's a chance he survives. If he does some dodging and some weaving, he might survive long enough for me to get a shot through this gap. That doesn't happen. He's literally getting melted. I don't know if he's sailing in a straight line or just beached himself or what's going on here. But New Orleans over there, I believe, that's one of the last ships you want to come up against. Any American destroyer or any American cruiser with those 203 high explosives just chew destroyers to pieces. And down he goes. And it is a New Orleans. See, I was right. Doesn't happen very often. But I just want to say thank you to these teammates. And we had a pretty good game. 135,000 damage. Second on the team, Benson. Spartan Monkey. There you go. I like this guy. Spartan Monkey, and Jervis was Geldegger. I apologize. But I appreciate you guys. And to the cruiser who tipped me off to the Tirpitz, thank you as well. You probably know who you are. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.